it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. I thought I'd throw together one more video before I leave the shop today. I wanted to answer the question, or at least reply to a couple of comments that I'd received a little while ago. JCR54 had asked me, why don't I go ahead and open my own shop, and he told me it was one of the best things that he ever did. And of course, I see other mechanics that are very successful at running and owning their own shop, like the mechanic OC. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that would be cool to do in time. Am I ready for it at this point in my life? No, not at all. I'm very confident and competent in my ability as far as a mechanic is concerned. I still have a lot to learn as far as the diagnostic path is concerned, but even more so when it comes down to the business aspect of things, that's a whole nother demon. I mean, you have to build a customer clientele, and if I haven't been working on that whatsoever, so people might know me or see me by face because they come in and out of this shop, or maybe they saw me at the dealership or whatever. Maybe they saw me on YouTube and they happen to be in the area. Okay, so I'm starting to get a name for myself that way, so that could be helpful. But I haven't actually built enough of a customer clientele to be able to generate enough revenue to afford to pay for all the things that are required as a shop owner. I mean, you have a lot of overhead. You have, of course, we all know, utilities. Then, of course, if you don't own the shop, there's the rent, or if you are owning your own shop, then you have the mortgage that goes towards that shop. You've got, you know, the plumbing and bathroom facilities. It's like owning a house on steroids, you know. You got to have a lift. You got to pay somebody to put a lift in. You have to determine how much traffic you're going to have coming in. So how many lifts do you need? How many cars are going to be down? How many lifts are you going to be down? You know, and then if you're working solo mio, you have to try to figure out how to get, you know, vehicles in and out of the shop without having an extra set of hands or legs to help you push a car in and out. So a lot of these things need to be thought of before just opening your own shop. If you're just doing it in your driveway, that's one thing. But to get cars in and out of the shop, like for instance, the Jeep that we just got done pulling the engine on that had a hydro-locked engine. So you can't start it, you gotta pull it in. Then you gotta hopefully have something strong enough, like we have this really cool golf cart. But if you have a golf cart that's strong enough to pull it in, you gotta hope that you're pulling it in straight. So you still almost might need someone to at least steer the wheel, or have some way of being able to lock the steering wheel in place while you pull it in. So there's that. So that can be taken care of by hiring somebody. But now, okay, so say you hire somebody. Now you gotta have to pay their wage, medical, dental, social security, workers' comp, all that other stuff. Are they gonna show up to work on time? Are they not gonna show up to work on time? Can you count on them? So now you have employee things that you have to consider should you decide to be, be an employer that has employees. So there's that. Then you have customers. You know, some are pretty easygoing, and for the most part just want their vehicle fixed right the first time, and then they want it at a fair price. And so if you have that fair price and you're able to build that kind of rapport with people, then you're going to get a lot of customers that come back. You're still going to have customers that are unsatisfied, and it can be something as small as, like, for instance, this one time I forgot to top off the windshield washer fluid for somebody. This has been a while ago now, right around the same time I first started. But they were very upset about it. In fact, they were so upset they wondered if we even did the oil change, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. See, that's how people are in general. You miss one little thing, they don't let you live it down or forget it. And then of course, let's take this Jeep again for an example. Hardware, like the exhaust hardware that you can't get off without cutting it off. So now you gotta replace the hardware. If the AC compressor was leaking, do you replace the AC compressor? Or do you let them know, hey, your AC compressor is leaking, I don't know if you want to fix that too or whatever. Then of course the price gets adjusted, and maybe they'll be happy or unhappy with that because it wasn't brought to their attention before you started the service. Or maybe as you're working on it and you're doing like an engine swap like for this, and you get a junkyard special, and both the one that you took out as well as the junkyard special, the water pumps look like they're shot. So you have to replace the water pump, and you didn't account for that, or you didn't tell them about that prior to starting it. So now you have to, you know, take that out of profit to cover that, so that way the vehicle's running and not overheating, and that's one less thing you have to worry about down the road. Other times when you get a junkyard engine, you don't know what it is that you're getting, because I've had junkyard engines that I've gotten where the inside is completely, the cylinders are already full of water, or there was one time that the rocker arm had fallen off underneath this dual cam for this Chevy Malibu engine. So the junkyard special had to come out and we had to put another one in. So now that bay was down for a little over a week. So not only is the bay down, you're waiting for shipping and everything else, customers getting annoyed and upset because it's taking longer than you pre-predicted. And next thing you know, they're on the internet, you know, bashing away or telling their friends. And then again, like I said, word of mouth travels. So maybe that could be bad for you, it could be good for you. It's got its ups and downs with that. Then of course you have certifications, you have to have permits, you have to have licenses and agreements, you have to have inspections done. I mean, a lot of things go into a shop outside of just saying, yes, I'm gonna open my own shop, it's gonna be freaking cool, and I'm gonna do a kick-ass job, and I'll make some good money. It's just not the way that it works, guys. It's a lot of planning, a lot of saving. You better have your finances in order. I really think that the Mechanic OC is spot on with a lot of the advice that he gives as far as making sure you have enough to cover all of your avenues, and he actually breaks it down to you in full detail. And I'll try to put a card up here to that video because I thought it was great the way that he broke it down, the entire step-by-step and things that you need to think of as far as how much it's going to cost you to start, run, and own a successful business. So am I ready to open my own business at this point in my life? No, absolutely not. Could I be ready 10 years down the road? Yeah, maybe, depending on, you know, how things go, you know, how much I'm able to save, if I decide to own my shop outright, if I take this shop over, you know, if my boss decides to retire and, you know, whatever, I might help him try to take this one over. I don't know. It's just, you never know what the future is going to have in store for you. And I don't want to think about it as of right now, because right now I still got a lot to learn. You know, I might be doing pretty good as far as being a mechanic is concerned, but I got a lot to learn when it comes to diagnostic troubleshooting, you know, following flow charts, using scan tools and looking at the right live data, comparing, contrasting, you know, using a multimeter to do voltage drop and resistance testing and, you know, all kinds of stuff, man. There's a lot of diagnostic stuff that I still have to learn. Scanner Danner's channel helps out a lot. I've seen a lot of things on Eric's O channel that help out a lot. So it's not like the information's not out there. There are some really good diagnosticians on YouTube that actually go along and go to the extra mile of showing you guys how to do it. Mechanically, I try every once in a while to do a video, and I'm more focused on what it is that I'm doing than the camera. So I always start off strong, and I think I've got it handled. And then about like part way through, I get distracted. I just start working. I stop talking. I forget that you guys are along for the ride and wanting to learn something in the process. So I apologize for that. You know, I'm getting better at it. I think the more and more I play with the how-to and repair videos, the better at it I'm gonna get. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks as always for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Share with me down in the comments, are you thinking about opening your own shop? If so, do you have some kind of timeline set up for yourself? Do you have some kind of nest egg that you're already putting money aside for? Is it something that you would ever see yourself doing? Or would you just pretty much do it out of the front of your own yard? Let me know down in the comments. That's all I got for this video. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.